Welcome to the Glory vs. Failure podcast. It's your boy Tap Easy, aka Easy Like Sunday Mornings, aka Steve's Ease, and I'm here with
back to back. It's your boy Tyler in the building. What's good?
Hey y'all, you already know it's the girl Renee. Follow me on Instagram or
Yes.
Make sure y'all follow the Glory vs. Failure page too.
Yeah, thanks.
Follow the
Well,
website.
it's been going up though, so I appreciate y'all. Y'all really listening. I like it.
Yes. A new episode, a new day. How we feeling?
I'm feeling good. The weather's good.
Yes, I'm feeling good. It's getting hotter outside. As y'all can see, the legs
are
are
out.
coming out.
No.
She would say no time.
Exactly.
The legs out.
Yeah, all the women about to have the glazed legs outside with the skirts and the sundresses.
Yes.
We're approaching that weather, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait.
Right now, I'm not taking no chances though.
Real quick, I'm curious. Like, what is it about the sundress that captivates the mind of men?
You doing this one at a time, or?
I mean, it should be clear. Like, we love a good shape woman. Just that size. And I don't mind like a little stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's the figure, man.
Honestly.
It's the figure. It's the way that it brings out the figure.
You
don't really have too much
shape though. Every girl should put on the sundress.
But you want to know something? Well, you're right about that. But you want to know something? It's the surprising bodies, like the women that come out and you're not used to seeing that type of shape on them. But the sundress just
Captivate or
enhances.
I feel like it's probably the flow when we walk.
That's what
And like if you have on the thongs with your sundress, like there's a high chance that as you're walking, the dress is just gonna catch between your butt cheeks and oh my god. So
yeah, now you gotta be standing real hard for that. I'm blind as hell. I'm not gonna lie to this. I'm blind as hell. You gotta be super close to me to see that. But
sure.
yeah, episode 15, we in the building.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Episode 15, y'all.
We on our way, people.
We're going up. Before you know, we're gonna hit 50 and then 75 and 100.
Facts.
That is
Facts.
really exciting. Thank y'all so much
Thank y'all for riding us.
constantly showing up, listening, telling your friends, telling your mom, your aunts, your uncles, everybody. So we really do appreciate it.
Through the ups, the downs, the technical difficulties. Thank you guys. Thank you.
We're gonna be here. We're doing this for y'all.
Facts.
Right.
And we love what we do, so that makes all the difference too.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Keep the energy coming.
Yes, thank you.
The positivity.
On the way.
Yes.
But Father's Day is approaching.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm hyped.
Yes.
Y'all know I'm hyped.
It's a day.
I'm hyped too.
Yeah, man. So
all y'all fathers out there.
shout out to all the fathers out there, man. It's really like over the years it's been like really undervalued, the actual holiday of Father's Day.
And I think as I get older too, I start to realize how appreciated some fathers are. Not to say that they shouldn't, be doing what they're doing. It's like you made this child, you should be taking care of it. But I feel like a lot of more mothers get a lot of love, and you even see on like social media, a lot of women, they say Happy Father's Day to me, depending on their situation. So
yeah, man.
Shout out to the fathers that are doing what they're supposed to do.
As a father, like when a woman says that, like Happy Father's Day to you, like how do you see that?
At first, I'm not gonna lie, it was like my views were coming from a spiteful place because it's like everybody's situation is not my situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I have to understand that it is coming from a place of hurt, and at the same time, I'm just like, well, I'm doing what I should be doing as a father and everything. Like you're not gonna rain on my parade, and that's how I treat it when they say things like that, But it shouldn't be, I feel like people gonna have their views on it, just like people have their views about Mother's Day.
Right.
Each holiday needs to be celebrated in its entirety.
Yes.
Father's Day, father.
Yeah.
Piece of shit, ain't shit, whatever, man. He's a father if he's in that kid's life and he really loves that kid or
I think
children.
we need to repeat that again. Where's the father? He's in the kid's life. See,
right.
there goes
Those
the
fathers deserve to be celebrated.
Exactly.
Yeah, this
No,
we're not talking to y'all.
Yeah.
Those listen to this message, they'll be like, yo, he's speaking to me.
No,
We're
not you.
We're not talking to you, man.
In parenthood, I feel like in general, like we're not gonna act like it's like a walk in the park. It definitely is difficult, but you should still like take care of your responsibilities at the end of the day. But I wanted to actually bring up something too, like how do y'all feel about people wishing people like? Cause I just got wished Happy Father's Day today, and I'm not father yet. Wait,
Yeah, where did that
I'm
come
a
from?
godfather. I'm a godfather. How do y'all feel? Like, do y'all walk up to people or like in passing and say like Happy Father's Day? And
Oh, of course, man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, the day
I
of.
really.
But I'm saying, what if they're not fathers though? Like, you just walk up to people and be like Happy Father's Day. I feel like
Yes.
that could be dangerous though.
No, I'm gonna explain why. Because it's like that person probably had a dad. You probably don't know the relationship they have. At the end of the day, it's just a safe thing to do. You know, Happy Father's Day.
I feel like it could be an activating thing to do, and also reminds me of like Mother's Day, saying Happy Mother's Day to some woman.
Me. Yeah,
Right,
the
so it's
amount
like-
of times the ladies, they be like, oh, Happy Mother's Day. Even if you're not a mother,
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I'm a dog mom first, okay? So that's why I'm going to take all those Happy Mother's Day, so thank you.
Yeah.
So, but I would
I do
still say
understand.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
I do understand how it can be active.
Because like say they can't have kids, and it's like you
Yeah.
just reminded them of that.
But you
I'm
shouldn't think about it as
like,
when you're saying it, like you're not thinking about them as being the father or the mother. You're thinking
Happy
about
Father's
them
Day
as
to
to
yours.
Yeah.
your father, to your mother.
That makes sense.
Right, you know? That's like the safest thing to do.
And then also,
I'm a
on top of
godfather
that,
though, so
I feel like some people aren't celebrated, you know? So like,
Right.
you could have a family and they probably don't want to celebrate Father's Day. So to hear that from a stranger, it hits different. Like, you know what? That person doesn't even know me from a hole in the wall. But the fact that I still get some type of recognition or something. I feel like God does that when people need the message most. So.
I mean, I just want to say, you know, I don't want to close the topic or anything, but this is my last thing on it. This is for like all the fathers that are going through things and not getting the recognition. And it's like, you're doing what you have to do. You really love your child or children. Like, even to right now, I know people like, as we're working right now, that are taking care of their kids. You get what I'm saying? Or child. Like, still doing what they have to do. So just shout out to y'all, like, Happy Father's Day. And we're going to do what we got to do. Like, it's not about the recognition. It's about being a figure in that child's life and knowing that I'm who they look up to. You know, like, I got to be like that symbol to this little one. Like, that's a little me, you know? So shout out to y'all.
And the fathers that like, you know, they're not the biological fathers, but they step in.
That too.
I know I make the joke like on the past episode, y'all may have heard me say like I'm still not. But shout out to those fathers that do, you know, step in, or those male figures that do step in and take care of their children.
Word.
So yeah, I mean, we can move forward, you know.
Happy Father's Day, y'all. Big up the daddies, the real daddies.
The real daddies.
The real daddies.
So, I mean, it's been reported that Tyler Perry has been interested in purchasing
BET.
BET.
Yes. I saw something.
Is it more than BET though? Isn't it MTV too?
I don't know if MTV is under BET, but I know for sure I've been seeing headlines. I've been seeing headlines with BET, and some people are actually already saying that he bought it, but that's not true. He's supposed to be.
It's all alleged.
Yeah, he's supposedly in like a bidding war with a couple other famous people like 50 Cent and I think Shaquille O'Neal.
Wow.
So some articles say.
All three black
Rich.
rich.
Yeah, rich, talented men.
The
But they definitely good
difference
business
is
owners.
though, Tyler Perry, he actually already owns 25% stock
Right.
in the company.
Right.
So, and that also includes Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Paramount is under BET's wing. So, let's see how it goes. Honestly,
That's nice.
I feel like either three of them winning, this is huge.
A win's a win.
Huge. A win is a win. Huge. My full support is really behind Tyler Perry.
Yes.
I love 50 Cent, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But Tyler Perry has worked his ass off. All of them have, but
Yeah.
his story and his perseverance to really make a difference from being homeless to being a multi-billionaire, like that's huge. And I feel like because he has already been heavily involved with Medea castings and like Medea movies and like just different working have nots, working
Right.
with owns
Just
and all that.
even like with
Yes,
the
so
black
much
people that he's
more.
put on,
Yes.
like the black people that
Yes.
he's introduced or gave opportunities to and impacted their lives. So
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
that,
With the
like,
Tyler Perry Studios.
Hello. So I see him already expanding. This would be huge. So my support is for everybody, yes, but like I'm really, really praying that Tyler Perry is able to seal this deal.
I feel like BET is going to be in good hands if either one of those three black men win. But honestly, they should all come to a creative decision. Whoever wins, please let's stop airing Baby Boy. Please let's stop airing
No,
United
I can't do that.
Hey.
Please.
What do you mean?
Please.
We need those movies.
No, we need them, yes, but guess what? We can have them on BET Plus or BET.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
We're gonna have Baby Boy every single night at 8 o'clock.
Switch for the past 20 years.
For the past 20 years, that's like MTV showing Wildin' Out every single day. It was just like, so what are y'all doing?
Think about it like this.
Why
It's a
aren't we
good
making
classic.
any new TV shows or anything like that? You saw how I sat up? That just got me tight. Like, come on, do something
I
different.
mean, but that's in acting and music, not music, and well, no, even in music too. Like, how people keep sampling things from the
Nigga,
90s,
nah.
they keep remaking
It's not the
things.
same argument, man.
She's saying, why don't we create
They were
something
airing
new?
Baby Boy on that damn station, blocking the cuss words out, you mother clucker. Before I lost my virginity. I'm a grown ass man with a kid now and they're still doing it.
I had no
They should introduce
idea.
some new movies.
Am I right, Art? Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
had no
the secret
idea.
scene, the secret
For the
scene.
I
matcha.
didn't know there was a dirty version of Baby Boy. I
Yeah.
promise you, because
Yeah.
I always been watching
They
on
clipped a lot of
BET.
scenes. They clipped a lot
yeah,
of
they,
scenes.
they,
out.
they clipped that the hell up.
You just gonna beat me in front of my child. What's you gonna beat
I don't
me?
know. I say keep it on there. You could definitely put some new movies on there as well, but you can't take Baby Boy out.
That would be lit though. If say Time
blackening.
secures BET, then what if 50 Cent? Because 50 Cent wants to leave Stars with Power.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
And he
I
owns the
wish
rights
they
to
could
a lot
do
of
it
that stuff.
together. Like, I think it would be cool if it was a collaboration. But I think it's
Definitely.
about ownership with all of them. I think
Yes.
they all have something that they
People,
want to put
they can have a
first.
minority stake and still do their thing.
I know, but you
Yeah.
know how 50 Cent is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about him specifically.
Right.
He's like, I'm not playing with none of
It's
them.
about who got
I
the
don't
money.
share with
It's
nobody.
really about who got the
Right.
money.
Yeah.
Nigga said I was bankrupt.
But shout
Now
out to
I'm back
Tyler
on top.
Perry. Shout out to
Listen.
BET. Shout out to 50 Cent, Shaquille O'Neal, all these successful black people. And we hope to see, what happens in the future.
But yeah, moving on, we have Casanova, man. It's been reported that, he turned down his gang in jail and he got slashed.
What is it? The Gorilla Stone?
The Gorilla Stone.
Yeah. He
Blood gang.
he denounced his affiliation, right?
Mhm.
And then got slashed. That's why you gotta be careful.
He got slashed, and then him and his homeboys ran down on the guy that slashed him and slashed him right back.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, oh, you're gonna cut me, I'm gonna cut you too. But I could imagine just because he retaliated, now
It's
they're
gonna
gonna
be more.
add more time. And mind you, he still hasn't even been sentenced yet.
Yeah, I was about
He's
to
still
say,
awaiting trial, which is crazy. He's been locked up for like 2 years.
I didn't even realize until I saw the clip or the news report about
Yeah.
him getting slashed that he was even in jail. I forgot all about him, to be honest.
Been in jail.
that's
been
how
in
I
jail.
go in this music industry.
Damn, I'm praying for
They
his
come and
girl
go.
and his daughter, because I know she's probably going crazy since she
Yeah.
did that. Like,
When you go in jail, you see who all your real friends are. You see where the allegiances lie, who's really there for you from the start, and who's there for the fame, the money, and fortune.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like him just denouncing the gang and everything. He's probably just seeing the light and what shit really is and what his life's about to be in this jail.
Mm.
So with him doing that, it has consequences. Unfortunately, that's how the street is.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. People go to jail and then see a different light, and then they want to change. They find religion.
I mean, it's been reported.
I'm gonna be finding religion for safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been reported a few times. Like I remember 2 reports with Casanova specifically that he hasn't been getting the medical attention that he needs in jail, and how he's saying that nobody's really for him and things like that. So I knew he was going through it, but this is, just another report of him going through it.
I was reading also that he renounced the gang, in hopes that would help his case. in the
Sentencing.
sentencing.
Yeah. That's what I think it
So,
was. He was trying to be like, oh no, I don't even do that.
But he's in there for a racketeering charge from the gang, and they have evidence of him doing things with them. So
yeah,
it's kind of like they're still gonna give you time,
Yeah.
So
I think he's trying to get lesser time. I think that's the goal.
Yeah. Hopefully they give him the minimum. But I'll be honest, I'm not fully.
Convinced.
Lesser time
I'm not
without
aware of
snitching?
what his charges
Right,
are.
same, yeah. I didn't even know what he was in there.
Shit, you could have killed 40 people. I mean,
Right. Or
I
help.
don't know.
Get
Less,
involved, yeah.
so
lesser time without snitching seems like where he's trying to go.
Right.
yeah,
Like without snitching, because let's face it, if you snitch, it's really over. Like it's really over. You ain't coming back from that. But dropping your
that's a lie. But we'll get into that.
no. See, See, I was
No,
gonna
no,
say,
you don't
I
beat
feel
those
like there's a
allegations.
difference of him
just
casting
have
over
life after.
snitching
But
versus Gunna snitching.
Oh, no,
These are two totally different people. That's
And
what I
we'll
think.
mention him.
Cause, yeah. Two totally different scenarios.
We need to talk about it now, folks.
in the hood, a snitch is a
Go ahead,
snitch.
drop
We
it.
need to get to it now, guys. We can't put it off any longer.
Drop it.
Okay.
Suki Hana, y'all.
Screaming.
We need to talk about it.
He won a switch, right?
Nah, eating his
With a
ass.
good cat.
Ready to go
I love
continue.
Suki.
Eating his ass.
But yeah, Suki Hana and YK Osiris,
Yeah, she was on a panel.
they was on the panel. Well, he wasn't even on the panel. He was just there, like him being himself. He was on. She was on the panel with Lil Duval, a bunch of other comedy people, and
Right.
I'm not privy to what happened beforehand, but from the footage that aired first, that everyone's seen, he walked over there and he tried to plant a kiss on her. She wasn't with it. She wasn't trying to. She
He did it
dodged him.
Twice.
Yeah, he went for it
Exactly.
twice.
Weave.
And then walked off like that shit was funny. And it was just
He
like,
tried to get the the embarrassed that, like, oh, everybody watching, let me down my man's tap him up real
No,
quick.
but I'm not gonna hold you. Like, and this is something that I posted on my Twitter too. I think her response, like, it wasn't. Outside looking at it, because a lot of people were mad at the men that sat on the panel while she was dodging him or whatever the case may be. They were mad.
That's about association. That's
Yeah.
always how it's gonna be.
No, but my thing is like with her reaction. If I was sitting there too, I would think that they were playing or like that.
Yeah.
She didn't feel assaulted. I really wish I should have just tapped him with the mic
Yeah.
real quick, like back up. Yeah, like.
And she's like that too. Like,
But we don't know
But-
if she's like that. But
Nah, she's like that. I've seen her
I'll be
scrap before. Like back in
honest,
the days, you know.
it really does depend. Like, it could be a fight or flight
mhm.
response.
And that's something that
Very, very much so.
I take into
Because it's just
consideration.
like, also, we gotta take into consideration what she said after. She was just like, you know, I drink, so I don't like really, I could kind of like disconnect from the world a little bit. So that's one. And then two, the body language. Even though she never said no, it was
Right.
her like
So,
scrunching up, like it'll
Yeah.
move it away. Her body is telling you no, and still he just continued.
right.
Duval didn't say anything, but I was looking at his face, and he was kind of like,
What's going on here?
"What is going on here?" Like, I'm not sure if this is them playing around, or I'm not sure if he's doing too much. So that I did observe, but I really feel like YK Osiris is doing too much, and he's been doing too much.
And I think definitely, I'm not justifying his actions. I think that he was completely wrong. I'm just saying, outside looking in, like if I was a man sitting on that panel, I would kind of be confused. Like, are y'all playing? Like, what y'all doing? Like, stop. We have work to do or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. I wouldn't think that she was assaulted. And I take into consideration, you know, her mental state, or even that some people just respond in shock differently. You
Yeah.
know, some people choose violence immediately. Some people like do what she did, probably just try to move slowly or, you know, be evasive instead of aggressive.
Yeah.
So I get that. I just wish that she would have hit him with the mic. That's all I'm saying.
So, just going back to the Lil Duval thing, that's an interesting take because there was all sorts of shit happening on that panel, like beforehand. Because on Lil Duval's page, there was a famous YouTube pranker, and he went basically right up to him, and then he tried to kiss Lil Duval and prank him, and then Lil Duval had the security like basically fuck him up.
Oh.
Yeah, but like they laughed
Oh,
about it
yeah,
afterwards.
that's
and that was the same day. That was the same panel.
Right.
So Lil Duval probably was looking like, "What is this? Another prank?" Probably. I'm not saying he was feeling that way.
Yeah.
But he just recently got pranked right after.
Thinking like, y'all,
Yeah, right
y'all
before.
playing too much.
Again?
I don't know.
Yeah, like he was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like
Exactly.
he waiting for the confetti to drop, or like, you know what I'm saying? But just going like, the argument is this. Is divided on social media. I've seen men and women say that, well, you know, this is the energy that you bring and all of this. And then I've also seen other people going like, listen, man, that doesn't mean that
Doesn't
he
warrant
can,
that.
yeah, it doesn't condone any of that. Like, she's a woman and she has her feelings and she has her right to. She can be however she wants.
Yeah, this is like the second time that something like that happened to her.
Like
Yes,
that.
interview
yes,
when
there
she
was
was on the
another interview
Yeah.
that happened, and
And
the
she-
guy was showing his dick pic and talking really
Yeah.
sexually.
Well, I don't
aggressive.
recall that, but
Yeah,
I
that
just know-
was
Yeah, no,
crazy.
yeah, he showed her his dick pic,
when
and she
she
was just
walked
like,
out, he was like saying like, "Oh, I could tell like it's wet or whatever." Just
Yeah.
like, she's walking. She's like, "Okay, like you're doing too much."
Yeah.
And if you, I wish
He's
that
like,
people-
nah, you met your match. That's what it is. You're scared now. And it's
I
like,
wish-
no.
Yeah, she's
There's a time and a place for everything.
yeah, you scared. bro. You scared
It's
of
a
hoes.
time.
I wish
scaring the bitches.
I wish though that men like understood like consent more, and I feel like that's still like a new conversation, sadly, in our community as black men. Like I don't think that they understand, you know, women should express to you that they want this type of attention. Just because somebody dresses a certain way or sings a certain song or
Or
makes
got an
videos.
OnlyFans.
Right,
I'm about to say, because it's kind of deeper with her, but you're talking about the bigger picture. So
Yeah.
I do understand, and I do.
Or even
agree.
in her situation though, like just
Yeah.
because she does certain things does not warrant that you think you could just walk up and own her body or
Facts.
do something to her
I
body.
agree.
I feel like that a good analogy for that is like seeing a stripper and saying, "Oh, because you're a stripper, I get to rape you," or because you're a stripper,
You're naked.
you're naked, so that means that you want to have sex. And it's just
No.
like it's a job at the end of the day.
No,
Like,
not at all. But like what the other half of the internet is saying about like that's the energy that she gave out. Like in the beginning, before she was like this mainstream, she had the song "Eat Nigga Ass" or whatever. She was doing interviews and stuff, and she would have that energy. Like she would come onto the men that was around her to show like I'm freaky, I'm nasty, I'm ghetto, I'm ratchet. This is what I do. She would like sometimes like grab men's dick and things like
Okay,
like
my
that.
thing
you know,
though
so-
is because she did that in the past, if she did not do that to you,
Right.
it's not warrant for you to get her.
I agree that, but I'm just saying from the POV, from someone that watched those interviews of her coming up, and we're together in a space, and I know that's the energy you have. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm packing, like that's probably like his thought process.
and then
Even
also-
if she's not reciprocating and you keep going, whatever.
yeah, see,
you gotta read the room
And also,
sometimes.
Niggas don't be reading
I
them. They be trying to get that shot off.
I wonder if her reaction was different. All right, so when she did the interview with that guy and he was showing his dick pic and like talking all aggressive, you could tell that they did not know each other.
And that's the important part, the rapport.
I feel like her and YK Osiris probably knew each other beforehand,
And
so
that's like
it might have been like, you're supposed to be my friend, so
Yeah.
why are you doing
And he
this?
probably felt comfortable enough to play. He did apologize.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
YK Osiris, man. My son always taking L's for
Yeah.
years.
He
But
apologized.
That's, I want him
So-
to fix up his image because I'm not.
I hate it had to be him.
He-
For real.
He looks like the runner of the entertainment industry. So what I mean is that, like, you have a group of friends, right? And then you got that one friend, go to the store for me. He's the go to the store boy. He's not of the industry.
Not.
Now he does give off those
That's
vibes.
the way that he gives it off. Like, think about his conversation with Drake. Drake was playing the
Nah, he really
fuck
was.
out of him.
What's
Yo,
that?
but
Sing
he
that song.
was
21
smart.
Savage.
Sing this song or give me
Like-
my money. Sing this song or give me my
And
money.
guess what? He
He
said,
sang that song.
dance hall. And he was like, which way you want me to dance? Bro, come
Yeah.
on.
I
What
get
about your music?
He's the jester. Yo, I haven't heard music.
Can we be for real though? Like he was never that talented of an
No, I
artist.
know, but like, hey,
Yeah,
he got in the
no.
industry. Now you have to stick around and hang on.
Do
I
something
mean, you
else.
gotta start clinging on to the
Double
oxygen.
But doing stuff
double
like
XL
that, you
freestyle.
look corny.
Yo, listen, man.
Double XL freestyle was.
People really be canceling themselves. That's the way that
It's not easy to maintain, especially when you didn't have that much foundation to begin with. It's hard to stay relevant or stay successful.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, man. We're not getting into a YK Osiris talk right now.
Not eating
Listen,
his
man.
ass.
What you said was wrong. I mean, what you did
It was wrong, right? And he knows that now.
He admitted it. It's just like the way you try to play it off in the moment. It looked really bad. It's just.
Fucking
I'm glad
horrible.
you see the
Oh,
earth
he gets
the way
me
it is.
so tight. Like, what's wrong with you?
You just gotta wear that.
No, for real, what's wrong with you? Like, you don't have no brothers to tell you like you looking crazy.
But the brothers do not tell you that. And that's the thing with a lot of male friends or male groups. They will either allow you to act a fool or to agree with you. Like, yeah, bro. Like, they don't
Yeah,
tell
bro.
you. They don't
Okay,
tell
let's
you.
believe when this episode goes up, YK, this is gonna be right in your DM. I need you to watch it because
Tap in.
Tap
Make sure you
in.
follow and subscribe. And
You
shit
need
like
people that care about you. And guess what? We
Stop
don't
away.
want you to be walking around looking stupid like that because it's embarrassing. Like, ew.
I think that's a part of his image at this point. Like,
that. That's
honestly.
not good, though.
That
That's
is
how he
not
markets
good.
himself. He's like the gesture. The jester.
But
No.
he is. But like you said,
Of
he's
rapping.
trying to cling towards like more.
He needs to be careful because
For
he's
sure.
gonna encounter that one motherfucker that's
has it
gonna
in
go out his way to embarrass you really, really bad.
Yeah.
Be careful.
But we're not gonna. We got into a little YK Osiris Rigamarole. Then we get there. Let's get into some music.
Wait,
ironically,
what word did you just say?
A rigmarole.
Rigamarole.
You made that yourself?
Yeah, let's get into the
I was trying to
music.
spell that word.
It's not YK Osiris.
No, come out. All right, spell that word.
Oh my god.
Riggimaro.
That's a word? Okay, you learn something new every day, folks. On to our, next topic or
No, we got new
He
music.
spelled it wrong.
no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's Rigamaro.
Oh, G-A. I took 2 G's.
OLE.
But the fact that it's a word, guys. The fact that it's a
A
word.
long and complicated process that's annoying and seems unnecessary.
Like finding out, that's what that word is, unnecessary.
That was tedious, but
Yeah, on to the new music.
That niggas is facetious.
oh, here we go.
On to new music. Friday, Doja Cat dropped. Young Thug posted a QR code, and then Mike Don dropped something. Doja Cat, she released Attention.
Yes.
I guess it was kind of like her re-entry back into music.
She
I know
worked
she took
on
a
that.
break.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all get a listen?
I love how y'all both looked at me. Did you listen, nigga?
It was good. It was fire.
Yeah, no, she did her thing. Absolutely.
No, I didn't listen, guys.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
listen. She talks about she addresses some things.
They were running it back to back on the radio yesterday morning while I was driving to work.
She can't airplay all day, so she's coming at things or people.
I think she's just like addressing like certain things.
I'm
I
gonna address
know
all you hoes.
prior though to that, like on Twitter, even me, like I'm guilty of this. I never saw Doja Cat as a strong lyricist or rapper. I'm not saying that she could not rap. I'm saying that she did not rap. I feel like that's the difference.
Yeah.
There have been some songs that I do feel like she shined on, especially some features with other people, but I never took her as a lyricist or a rapper because that's not what she portrayed. She was pushing the pop. So like for me, with this song, I downloaded it. I like Attention and I like the bars, I like the rap. Cause y'all know I like lyricism. So like with this, I'm really proud of her and like I feel like she had a lot to say and she got it off her chest.
I don't know. I feel like Doja been.
That's what y'all say, but you could read the lyrics.
She had a lot of songs where she was snapping on.
She did a song with the City Girls and
Shined.
What?
But that's what I'm saying. She has
She
songs that she
walked on that
shined on, but her music is not.
She got a song called oh my God,
Woman.
Don't Play With My Pussy. Play With My Pussy, Don't Play With My Emotions. She worked on that shit too. She has some good songs.
That was actually on one of our episodes.
I never saw
That song was
her
on one of our
as a
episodes.
And that's coming from somebody, like, when she first came out, I was just like, oh, I don't know how I really feel.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. But slowly but surely, she really, really grew on me. And I was like, oh.
She's
She's
talented,
talking her
and
shit.
that's something that I want to make clear too. I'm not saying that she's not talented. I'm talking about rapping. I never saw her as a strong rapper because that's not what she was giving us.
Yeah.
However, with this track, I feel like she was doing her big
You don't feel like she was rapping at all?
I feel like it was poor.
It was it pop rap?
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Okay,
But it was more
It was
pop rap
melodic.
than Nicki Minaj pop rap. I feel like being that that's someone that she looks up to and she kind of shouted her out, I feel like, it's clear that she looks up to her and that's kind of like one of her motivations in music. But Nicki Minaj, when she's doing pop rap, it's bars, like it's clear, it's there. Hers, I don't know. It's not always.
I think you should give her another listen.
I gave Attention a listen. I downloaded Attention.
Yeah.
There's a reason why she's saying that. She has a lot of like low key bangers that's not like singles.
I've read.
And I think
Where she's like really rapping like literally.
I think what's
read
throwing it
lyrics.
off is her delivery.
That's exactly what it
one
is.
thing, I have never heard anybody rap like her in my life.
That's exactly what
Like
it is.
she has her own flow and style, and I think that's probably what.
Really?
Like I
That's
don't want to
exactly
knock
what it
her off
is.
and say she's not rapping just because of the way that she sounds. It's like a country singer but rapping. If you think
I gotta
about
really
it, in
think
a way.
about that one.
So it's kind of weird.
And it's weird in a good way, but I've heard weird. Let's talk about Tierra Whack. I've never heard nobody sound like Tierra Whack.
Me
Tierra
neither.
Whack sounds
Yeah.
weird, but she's rapping. The bars are clear.
But her bars
But
ain't
she
gonna be
don't
Tierra
do
Whack
rap
level, bro. But she can
But
still rap.
I feel like she can rap just as good as Tierra Whack. She just doesn't do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she's not. I'm saying what she's given us before, I did not consider it strong rap.
Okay,
However,
that's fair.
Attention was great. Doja Cat, shout out to you. That's what I'm saying.
I do. You know what? To wrap what you're saying up, at one point I don't know if she was on Instagram Live or something, but she was having a conversation and she was just like, look bitches, all the music that I gave you was some pop shit just so I could get on and please the industry. Now that I'm past that, I could give you my real shit.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what I've been waiting for.
I see what you're saying.
And
you needed the pop shit to scale back.
Yeah. Get it out there, do your numbers, because she is big, and that's something that she even talks about on the track.
She reminded me of Angel Hayes. They got the same rapping. If anyone ever listened to Angel Hayes back in the day, that's what she reminds me of. But what else?
Tumblr days, right? Oh my goodness.
Angel Hayes. I've never heard of Angel Hayes.
Well, just look her up if you haven't heard her. They got the same
Hayes.
type of delivery. Like I had to really search for like who she sounded like.
Right. But so Young Thug, he posted a QR code.
Fingers crossed, his new Young Thug music. Just don't have the cell sounds, please. I hate that phone call shit.
Oh my god.
I mean, some people in jail can pull it off.
No! We've had this argument before.
Nah,
pull it off.
Draco pulled it off.
Bobby.
No!
R.I.P. Draco pulled it off.
Rowdy pulled it off.
Oh, it's Rodney.
Who?
Rowdy.
It sounded
I hated that song.
I liked it.
That song was Rowdy.
You don't never pulled it
I feel
off?
like the jail
Back
just
deep?
gave it like.
I hated this shit too.
Rowdy pulled it off, but yes, Young Thug posted a QR code, and we don't even know, or at least I don't know for sure. When I clicked the QR code, it went to like a link and it has a countdown. So it's possibly merch, right? Business is business. It's probably merch or music. Hopefully it's music for his fans.
Yo, the fans are treating it as a cryptic message, saying that Young Thug is endorsing what Gunna's doing because Gunna's
posted the QR code.
Oh, he did. Yes. Oh wow, there we go. I hope that shuts a lot of people up.
He did.
And I hope that Thug, if he is dropping a song, I hope that he mentioned Gunna in some way so everybody could be like.
So
it's probably not even
talking about him though. You were saying before that his snitching was different. How?
Just because I've never seen Gunna run around in a gang. You get what I'm saying? Like Casanova, he's been blood, been set,
telling stories and all that.
So it's just like Gunna.
It's not. She said, he dresses nice. He's about the money. He raps with y'all and hangs out with y'all sometimes.
Exactly.
He's not really doing that.
But I don't.
That's dumb funny.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
So
wait, say that again?
I said, you feel like Gunna like really snitch.
Yes. It's crazy the illusion that he's putting over people's head. Like he did footage of him agreeing to all of the stuff that he said that he was a part of, and then he came out and basically rapped on the track and said that he never did that, and he's upset that everybody left his side. What?
You don't know what understanding they have.
In the song,
and I don't know the case
something about his lawyers and how that was not supposed to
be. The lawyers tricked him.
He said
that's the point of fucking jail. I mean, court. What are you talking about? You signed the plea. You saying they tricked you? How? How did you?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know the case. So
I'm telling on everybody, man. I'm telling on everybody, man.
I'm damn sure telling
on you. That nigga, he ain't shit.
Nobody's
he be his baby mama.
Blood brother snitching, and he's out. Nobody, your blood brother.
Yeah, nobody's talking about
shit about him, but you have to say about Gunna just because. He's a.
It's selective. It's choosy. It's selective. Yeah, you're right. Somebody has to be the sacrificial lamb in that though, because it's a high-profile case. You can't just point out the small nigga and be like, oh yeah, Gunna and them is good though. No, it has to be a big fish that has to go down too, because somebody's snitching.
I feel like they had an understanding. And
I feel like too.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think so.
That could be a possibility. I mean, anybody been bumping a new Gunna? I mean, I haven't heard it yet, but
I have.
I'm planning on listening.
And he is not pleased with Little Baby.
Yeah, that was his tag team partner, though.
I know. I'm
then he called him a stitch.
And he was like, "How is it that you fucking with your mans and he got your other mans killed?"
Word, that's a deeper story for us to get into. Like, but I don't know
I
who
need
you
to
are.
tap into that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, the Marlo dude, right?
Because he was spilling a lot of tea, and it's just like, wait a minute.
He was right.
Drop another song, so we need some clarity. Like, tell us what's really going on.
Listen, man, 21 gang. I mean, Slaughter gang done off your mans, and you sitting there chilling, taking pictures with 21 Savage and shit. It's like,
who?
Lil Baby.
Gunna's
not lying though.
21 Savage did not play with y'all
at all.
He's still in Atlanta. Yeah. But lastly, we have Maida Don. Do y'all listen to her music at all? She's fairly new. No.
We spoke about. Remember
We
she
did
dropped
speak
the song,
about- no, that was-
cute, and we were like, yeah, it's cute. She makes cute
Spoke about somebody
music.
that-
She's funny.
Mhm.
She's really funny. I saw her video that she posted on TikTok when Jay
Yeah, she
Critch
said
posted a shitty ass picture of her.
That was her?
Yeah,
Wow. Why you treat her like a fan? for?
exactly.
That was crazy.
Gotcha, you would be posting bad pictures of people too, though. Like, you have to have it. Don't take a picture with this man.
Honey said,
I really
be
this
trying.
picture, you look like a five.
I really be trying, y'all. I really be trying.
Everywhere, post everywhere.
That's word too.
It's going up.
Yo, my pictures be bad, and I be desperate.
And that be
trying.
your excuse. No, we're not jacking that.
No,
bro.
we're not posting up no bad pictures. It's 2020.
It's about the angles. Apparently, I haven't found mine or y'all.
And you know what? He has mad leg length, and he's not utilizing all these angles that God has given him. Come on.
I'ma find it.
You are closer to the sun, honey. You better
Yo.
angle that shit.
But Jay Chris did her dirty. She was like, "Yo, we took mad good pictures," and then she showed mad nice pictures. This is the picture he posted. She was looking crazy.
He violated.
She was all blurry. You could tell she was moving. But
Yeah.
but people in the comments were saying that Jay Critch got a girlfriend, so she probably chose the picture.
Yes. Or he probably was like, nah, you look too good. My girl might be mad. I don't blame him if that's the case.
Swear
Or he could have
that's-
just not posted it. He could have not just posted it.
Yeah, because if that was the case, I would have. Ooh, sorry. I wouldn't have posted it if that was the case.
Right. But yeah, she dropped Truth Is. It was like a freestyle. Tap in. And shout out to all the artists.
Damn, fuck Fantasia.
Fantasia dropped it too.
No, didn't Fantasia drop a truth in it?
Truth Is.
Yes.
Truth. Oh, see?
I never should have let you
Let
go. And it's killing me 'cause now I
Yeah, fuck Fantasia. She put a heart and soul into that song.
I thought she
Listen.
just dropped that. You made it seem like it was new. Like,
Wait, speaking of Fantasia, what is it about When I See You that like captivates my
not me.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you're excluded out of that.
No, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I just
It's
my drink.
the little bells in the beginning and then it just start.
That catches men. I think for me it was the music video. Like she's just walking through the park. You got niggas breakdancing. And shit. Then I see, all right, bitch. Then you see her.
That's it, yo. I
Yes.
All those years, I dead don't remember that music video. That's dumb.
Yo, bro, she was singing. It was just niggas. Oh, I think it was like it was in New York along the pier. Fuck, I forgot what side. I think the south side, the south pier. And
Oh,
you
she was
just
just
break this.
That's okay, man.
Yeah,
He was in the city for real.
yeah. She's walking and niggas just full
You
throttle.
sexy boy.
Can we put a clip in there? Can we put a clip? Put a clip for the viewers.
How you walking down South Street for?
Y'all laughing too hard.
Cause that is dumb.
Because
It's not funny.
but you know what that just reminded me of? Runaway Love by Mary J.
No, yeah, no, that was crazy because every
And
time.
Kiki Palmer. It was Kiki Palmer, right? Yes,
From
yes.
us, keep it
Oh my God. And look, Keisha's only 9 years
Years
old.
old. Yo, getting dressed for school in the morning. That shouldn't just be on TV. I don't know. Don't you shit.
But wait.
Trying to figure out
Pat,
why girls so cold.
our age is showing because Taj is straight face, honey. Straight face. Taj is like, really, like, don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all have to remember, I don't like early 2000s music.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Runaway Love was terrible.
No, that
I'm not
was a
gonna lie.
classic.
I don't know what Ludacris was going for that one. He made the
Honestly.
move like he wasn't yelling. It was none of no essence of Ludacris in that record. It was just him just trying to get on a spiritual level.
What?
Yeah, I'm not bugging.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not bugging.
Put the clip.
I'm not bugging.
Make sure you put the clip in for the viewers.
Oh no,
Y'all laughing
definitely.
way too hard to not
We
put the clip
definitely
in.
will. Because that was just too.
Going dumb hard, break. It's going dumb hard, break this. Hold, wait for it. Look, walking by this shit. When I see.
Walking back slow.
Yo,
What is going on?
I'm thinking it's in the nighttime and she's walking down the street.
Nah, my nigga, it's broad daylight. And these
She's in broad daylight.
Oh my God. Oh
Yo,
my
shout out Fantasia, shout out Lou, shout out Mary J, man. Shout out all the legends. Shout out everyone that had new music. Gunna, man, I hope you can salvage your career out of this. You still got
Gunna,
people
you're
that
good. You're good. Don't. You're good.
Still making
Off the
hits?
strength of me alone, you're good.
She said she's gonna give you all her streams.
Everything.
Listen, you lost Turbo. That was a great beat producer for you, but you still got hits. in the
Listen,
back,
everybody
man.
go stream scream brother right now.
I really don't listen to guys like I need to.
Nah, you need to, man.
No,
He's a vibe.
he's vibe.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
When it's a nice day outside and it's like summertime or whatever, just pick 200 for lunch and just walk out the door.
Put a boombox on your shoulder and just walk.
Chill.
Just stream 200 for lunch and just walk out.
That's the
the door.
name of the song. 20 for lunch.
Yep.
200 for lunch.
Last night he fucked on a cunt.
That's right.
Yo, this is my motherfucking
Okay.
right?
You feel me? But yeah, that's what we have for you guys today.
We love you, gang. Thank
All right.
y'all so much.
Make sure y'all like.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Tune into the show.
Our other episodes too.
Yes, man. We update weekly. We update on YouTube where we have the audio and video, but we also have it in podcast form. That's Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio. Shit, we even have audiobooks, man. Check us out. Glory versus Failure. If life was a podcast, it'd be us.
Thanks.
See y'all later. Thank you so much.
Glory versus failure. There is nothing to it, cause you win some and lose some. Sandra Bullock. Tell me when I'm way too much. When no one had faith in us, they thought childish child.